Qualities and characteristics that you should look for in a trustee or a fiduciary, a state fiduciary, there's a lot because the responsibilities are a lot. Any fiduciary in the estate context is going to be dealing with assets, financial institutions. You're going to start your work in the context of a legal document, and your responsibility overflows into the area of taxes. So financial, legal, and tax. Those all come to be the responsibility of a fiduciary. You can find that expertise oftentimes by going back to the professionals that were involved with the family members that passed, but most often the financial, legal, or tax professional has probably never ever served in that role of fiduciary themselves. That's the type of background that somebody that steps into that fiduciary role should have, or should get that expertise around them to properly serve in that capacity. Being an attorney myself and having a lot of experience in the financial world, we speak different languages. And that's really, really important to understand what in the world is meant, not only by the legal document, but then also what are the financial people saying? And what are their roles and responsibilities in all this? The other thing to look at is time. And when you compare a family member with a professional who does this on a daily basis, there's going to be an efficiency that comes with a professional. They do this all the time. The language and what needs to be done is very familiar with them because this is what's done on a daily basis. Whereas with a family member, it is most common, even if that family member has practiced as an attorney or is skilled in the area of taxes or even in the area of financial area, it is most likely that that family member, it's the first time they've ever had to serve as an estate fiduciary. With everything, there's a learning curve to it. So that increases the amount of time that's there. And I think the third element that's really important for families is a relational quality. This is usually, especially settling an estate, and then even when the estate is ongoing, there can be tension. The family member has been lost. There's a lot of emotion around that, and yet the fiduciary has a job to do. And so for that fiduciary to have an understanding of the emotional side of things that are going on, that can work well with people, I think is really, really important. Because if you could have the most skilled person in that role, but if they're going to rub the family wrong, that's going to be really, really bad. There's going to be regular communication. There should be regular communication with the beneficiaries. There should be regular communication amongst the advisory team that's managing the wealth, the tax professionals associated with it. And so to work collaboratively in that context, good communicator and relational, I think, are very important things to consider.